Before every match, game, or tournament, you wait on the whistle to blow to make your move. Whether it's to storm a basketball court, serve a volleyball, snap a football, or charge down a rugby field, we have all felt the buildup of nerves as we wait for that siren to go off. As the seconds dwindle down, the noise from the fans and the sideline dissipates until only our heartbeat and breathing reminds us of the tension awaiting us. Hi, my name is Caitlin O'Leary, and I have CRPS. All my life, I have played sports. The physical activity has always provided me with a guided meditation and an outlet for my stress. And to me, the pillars to great sportsmanship are hope, knowledge, tenacity, and physicality. When I developed CRPS, I thought my sports life was over. In fact, I even blamed my disorder on rugby. I was captain of my college rugby team for 4 years, and I became injured during a warm-up for a tournament. I hurt my hip simply by running on it, but I did not have health insurance and could not see a specialist. It would be 4 years before I saw a doctor and truly had my hip examined. When I was 25, I moved to Los Angeles to pursue my dreams of working in the entertainment industry and to finish my degree at Carnegie Mellon University. I landed a great job at a film production company and finally had medical benefits. As it turned out, I needed hip surgery to fix the torn cartilage. Little did I know that this surgery would change my life forever. The surgery to fix my hip ended up triggering CRPS, complex regional pain syndrome. It extends from my right hip all the way down to my right foot. The pain can be all-consuming, and when people ask what the pain is comparable to, here is how I describe it. Imagine your leg being trapped in barbed wire, the metal so tight around your limb that the serrated edges bite hard into your skin. You struggle to dress yourself, lest you touch your leg, but to make matters even more unbearable, imagine your leg being doused in gasoline, set on fire over and over. You can feel it engulfing your leg, but no one else can. You can feel the flames burning every muscle and nerve ending, but it is invisible to the eye, and you live with this every day. Unbearable. This is a word we use as an absolute, but I have found through my own treatments and my own experiences that unbearable is a word like any other opponent. You have to outsmart it, and to do that, you have to use the tools I mentioned before: hope, knowledge, tenacity, and physicality. William Faulkner once said, "You cannot swim for new horizons until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore." CRPS is a lot like drowning. You feel as if you will never get better. The pain is all-consuming, and so many times you feel like you're explaining your symptoms and pain all over again to new doctors. But the most important thing about drowning is that we can rise to the top. We can find the shore because hope doesn't begin to rise within us from being fully healed. It rises when we are able to do the little things, when we can walk those extra 10 minutes, when we're able to go to the store without trouble, when we can take a shower or a bath with minimal pain. Hope is a seed that sprouts, grows, and spreads. The greatest aid to hope is knowledge. A doctor once told me, the more you know about your disease, the more tools you have to fight it. I have spent nearly 5 years learning as much about CRPS as I could, learning what the triggers are, knowing what can worsen the pain, understanding why my body is acting the way it is. It gives me hope I can overcome this, because knowledge is the lantern in the dark, guiding us to the shore and giving us the courage to keep going. But the pursuit of knowledge, of understanding, requires tenacity. This disease, as we all know, is going to find ways to trip us up, literally and figuratively. Just when we think we are getting better, we suddenly have a new symptom, or we suffer from a flare and we believe we're back to square one. CRPS is a hydra, a many-headed creature that adapts and learns our weaknesses and hopes to exploit them. But chopping off the head of a hydra does not defeat it. Outthinking it and having the will to beat it always wins. We have to become as stubborn as our disease in order to fight it. We have to commit to the fight, never back down, and never give up. Not because you have something to prove, but because you have something incredibly precious, your life. The people who love you, the family you have made, be it friends or blood relatives, and the life you're fighting to create despite your struggles. And with the mental and emotional fight comes the physical one. As CRPS patients, we work harder than most to achieve physical discipline and recovery. In order for us to find remission, we have to fight the pain and continue moving. Moving can mean so many things for so many of us. But remember, a victory isn't always running a mile or lifting weights for hours. It is also in your ability to get out of bed, to walk to the kitchen, or simply move. Every victory in the fight against CRPS is one every warrior should be proud of, because you deserve to feel good about yourself. Too many warriors are being denied medications, treatment, and the simple acknowledgement of their pain. This has to end. We are living in a time of connection and access unprecedented in the history of the world. And we still suffer from isolation and loneliness. Patients lose their friends, family, and so much more when their community gives up on them. And they in turn give up on themselves. This is why we need more days like today. Opportunities to speak up to one another and look each other in the eye and say, I am just like you. I see you. To be seen as the person you really are, to be acknowledged, can save a life at the most crucial time. Together, we can not only save our lives, we can save each other's. I want to try something right now. I want you to look at the person next to you. You see, we are already on our way. Vulnerability is about showing up and being seen. It's tough to do that when we are terrified about what people might see or think. From Brene Brown. Today I challenge every warrior here to make one new friend. One person who you connect with, have something in common with, or better yet, find the person sitting alone or by themselves and invite them to your table or group. Learn about each other, your hopes, your dreams, your shared pain, and make arrangements to stay in contact. You may not be able to physically heal each other, but your friendship and connection can do wonders for the soul. Too many warriors have taken their lives this year because of pain and isolation. According to data for a study by the CDC's National Violent Death Reporting System, collected from 18 states between 2003 and 2014, 9% of suicides recorded were due to chronic pain, out of roughly 100,000 deaths. But the team also underscored the fact that the percentage of people battling chronic pain also rose during the same time period. And this study ended 5 years ago. The numbers today are skyrocketing. How can we reduce this epidemic? Well, first off, to treat an epidemic, we must have doctors willing to treat it. And back to my original tools, hope, knowledge, tenacity, and physicality, we have hope that we can change the laws in this country against chronic pain patients. Hope comes in numbers, and today I am so proud to see those numbers today. We have statistics, science, and medical information on our side to fight this battle. We have the will to fix this and the drive to change it. And we will march on Washington, be it any way. Wheelchairs, cars, vans, walking, crutching, you name it. We can fight this injustice against chronic pain patients and warriors. My goal today is to inspire everyone in this room to believe they are a facilitator for change. Each of you has the potential to change your lives and all of our lives for the better. If I have learned one thing about CRPS warriors, it's this: we have the most painful disorder on the planet. And if we can survive this, we can do anything. Thank you so much for your time and for your attention and your ears. Thank you all.